Welcome to today's video for, well, it's technically the first video of the month, but technically the second of the month. We are looking at No Man's Skies, and what earned it its place in Midway May is, well, I haven't played it in a while, and in the default game mode I've got 25 hours, and in the survival mode I have over 100 hours put into the game. It's one of, like, I love the game. I know it's gotten a lot of hate, but like, I still love the game, and I know they're still working on it because the Xbox edition is coming out in the summer, and around that time on PlayStation we should be getting another update. Don't know quite what that update is, but I'm looking forward to it. And as far as gameplay, like, that was the planet where I was on when I picked up the game today. We're headed off to check on my base right now. And so, like, the main reason it's been a while is because it just takes me forever to do stuff, because I'm not the type who lands on a planet and leaves. Even before we had the rovers, like, the rovers are definitely a good thing for me, but even before we had the rovers, I was still trying to explore as much of a planet as I could. And back then I was actually flying, so the rovers actually make it a little bit easier because I don't have to take off and land type deal, and I can actually see more of what the planet has to offer. Now this is my base. I thought I had a farmer here. He says, like, go see the farmer at his station, but I don't have a farmer at a station. And the planet is very beautiful, but as you may hear behind me talking, it's a high sentinel planet. Like, in the default game mode, you could come across planets that are beautiful and, like, they're perfection, basically. Good amount of plants, good amount of animals, good amount of resources, low sentinel activity, no negative effects, whether it be gravity, toxic, or cold, heat. So, but that's not the case in survival. So if you want a really beautiful planet, you gotta deal with the sentinels. Now this is my third base. My first base was quickly abandoned because it was on a radioactive world in the water, which I wanted. Like, the top was just above the water, so I'm like, cool, awesome. But then I actually go into it, and most of the stuff was encased in the ocean floor, so I couldn't interact with it, so it was a no-go for a base. So I ended up going a little ways away, same planet, found a base spot on a cliff overlooking some water, and so I built the base there. Well, when they came out with one of the updates, that update took that toxic ledge overlooking a water into a hot desert plain. So since it wasn't what I wanted, I had to find a new home, and this is it. I have some water pockets around, but it just looks really nice out there. So I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit, let you guys watch this, and then talk about the other parts. Like, it's gonna be a lot of talking. Just right now I'm starting to ramble. Well, this is the solar system that planet we were on in the beginning is, and I figured to show this because like it's a really cool green. The next one we go to, it has a check mark on it. Well, not check mark, but exclamation point. And I think it may have done one of those missions, but they still popped up out of range, so I'm not quite sure why it was that way. And since it says I've already been there, I just quickly left and went to the next one. But I'm gonna let you guys check this out, and I'll be back in a little bit. Well, this one's got a fairly nice red background, and as you can see, no one's been here before, which I kind of found odd. There might be a reason, but I don't know why it would have gone to that one, to the other one, and then back. Because that's really the only way I can see that having happened. It is what it is, and got a couple planets here to explore. And figured I'd also include that into here. Like, we're not going to every planet, just pick the toxic planet because I do need the vault tech stuff. And well, I ended up using it all on there because let me backtrack a little bit. I originally went there trying to get the glowing plants because they make the Vault-Tec cells, and the Vault-Tec cells are needed for rovers, and I'm at a point where I can build the second style rover, but apparently I have to do that at my home base or something, and so I end up having to build the first rover, which used that up. But I'm pretty sure my planet has some, or there's some near there. I may end up just going back here and trying to get more, but it's definitely a cool planet. And like, as you can see, like as you zoom in, it's got these weird circular planet like things, and on the ground you can see them to a degree. Like, it's not as big, it seems like it shows up and then scales down, and it's cool that it's got the water there, because I like the water, but I'm still missing 2 species, so there may be some in some water bodies, but I didn't see any in the water when I did a scan. But that leaves us with the final clip, and I'm going to be jumping ahead to that because I don't want to ramble on to it. Now, falling in here was kind of by accident, but like I figured I might as well cross, and I knew it would go across. Like, it doesn't seem to make sense because there's a hover one that will go across the top of the water. That's what it's designed to do. And you figure this one is, well, the first time this ever happened, I'm like, I just lost my rover, and then I tried moving, and it moved, and it's like, okay, that's a little odd. So, like, I wasn't too worried this time. That's why I just drove it in and then added it too. This was an afterthought thing. And the water does kind of get weird because I have a video clip on my channel where there's animals that are bobbing their heads into the water with their feet up in the air. And I don't know if it ever made it into a video, but I did see similar creatures also running across the bottom of it. But we have reached the end of this video. I'd like to thank you guys for taking the time to watch it, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow when we do GTA 5 career mode where I left off.